Salute, y'all. You already know what time it is. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted Graphic Show, whichever way you like to slice it. I want to say one thing, everybody. This time, it was not me. For once, I was not the one that made us late. Applaud me, everybody. Please applaud me. Yes. Now, look. I was on time, damn it.
You guys, I tried to do something special today. Salute to my brother Ant. I was trying to upload my new intro. That'll probably be the last time you guys see that intro. Well, you know what? We like to be nostalgic here and there. We'll definitely show. Salute to my brother Chuck. But we have a new intro. Wasted has one on the way as well. So I was trying to upload it last minute. So we were 2 minutes late. So yes, I give it to Wasted. We were all both on time, but it didn't work out the way I tried to work it out.
Yes, yes. And listen, the equinox is finally upon us. Damn it! Yo, it all aligned, baby. I was on time. I went to the gym. I took a shower, worked, and I was here on time. Damn it! Applaud me, everybody, one more time. Thank you.
You definitely were. Once again, salute to my brother Ant on a fire intro. We're going to try and show you guys the intro during the live at some point. Also, salute to my brother L Fingers. Free L Fingers. Free my little bro for the slap on the intro. Absolutely bananas. So you guys will see that soon. How are you feeling, big bro?
I'm feeling great, bro. Listen, I listen, bro. Even though it's 95 degrees, I know people in Las Vegas are like, yeah, hold my beer. It's 100.
People in Texas, motherfucker.
Yeah, true. You don't count though.
I just gave you your flowers. I can't get mine.
No, yeah, you know, come on, you know how it goes.
It's nasty.
It's like, no, bro, no, it's hot as hell down there too, bro. I saw it.
Yeah,
but bro, I feel excellent, bro, because yo, man, anytime we get a chance to come through here like Snoop Dogg and them kicking down the buildings, even though that was a nasty moment in hip hop, to kick down narratives in Raider Nation. That is what we are here for, yo. We are the habitual narrative killers.
Yes.
That's what we are, yo. We kill narratives habitually.
I'm very happy that you mentioned that, big bro, because today we are starting a new series, you guys. It is called Killing the Narratives. This is episode 1. You know, we do this all the time, but we're going to actually make this a series. Anytime we see some bullshit on the internet that pertains to our team, we're going to come over here on both of our platforms,
yes, sir,
and we are going to kill all of that because we are seeing all the noise. We know it's the off season, right? And I find it funny, Wasted, that everybody waited until the slow part of the season. Everybody knows we have a month away from training camp. Right in that window where there's nothing to talk about. I mean, I took 5 days off. I've never taken 5 days off in my life. There's nothing to talk about. I didn't want to come on here and just shoot the shit and just do. Sometimes we don't want to do that. But we are going to start a new series starting here today, you guys, where we're going to start knocking down buildings like Wasted said. We're going to Snoop Dogg, Dog Pound, New York, all these false narratives. Okay? I know it hurt, but hey, I didn't say nothing wrong.
That hurt.
I know. So, real quick. While Wasted gets his heart back intact, salute to Ira on gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited membership. Salute to all in Wasted Talents Army. Is that how you say it?
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ira. Appreciate
Ira,
you.
One of the GOATs over here. Salute to my brother Ira. And we got a super in here real quick as well. Salute to Stan King. I'm feeling the energy building up, fellas. Let's go. And Stan, we're going to have some fun tonight. we don't know how long this show may go. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna definitely try to get as many questions in as possible. We have a lot of articles that we have to go over, you guys. So stay tuned because there's gonna be a lot. Salute to Niles as well. Fire the nation. Salute Niles.
Bro, hold on, yo. Yo, rest in peace to the Say Hey Kid, the greatest baseball player of all time, Willie Mays.
Wow. 50. Whoa. Ira is losing his mind today.
Ira, thank you, bro, for making radio
shits. Let's go. Salute to Ira in the building, gifting 50 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships. If you guys missed out on that 50 piece, hit the links. They're pinned up top. It's the best way to support what we do over here.
Thank you,
Ira, my guy. I appreciate you. In this league, y'all are really helping us today. Keep the lights over here at Shieldmore. Salute to my guy on gifting 5 OLV Raider Network memberships. Yes, rest in paradise real quick, you guys. To Willie Mays, I didn't see that, man. That's nasty, nasty work.
Yeah, Willie was like 93 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but still, to see one of the GOATs, one of the
man, him, Hank, it's like, yo, it's like the end of the innocence. You knew after Jerry West died, it was Bill Walton, Jerry West, now Willie Mays. It always comes in threes, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it's like the end of the innocence. It really makes me sad because it's like selfishly, I'm like, damn, I'm getting older. Because all of our heroes are dying, right? It's crazy.
Real quick, before we get to talking our shit, let's make a quick moment of silence, you guys, for the legend himself, Willie Mays. Rest in paradise to one of the greatest baseball players of all time. And
the greatest, damn it. I don't care what nobody says.
I'll say top 3. But let me get to the shits because that's sad. But we're gonna talk about some positive things as well before we get to the shits. Salute to our brother, Garyon Conley.
Yes, sir.
People said he couldn't do it. I remember people in the chat trying to troll, and I see people continuously bashing him on the internet in the comments, and our brother just gracefully just doesn't pay any attention to any of it. Well, guess what happened today, you guys? Our brother, Garyon Conley, has signed a deal with the Dallas Cowboys. Salute to Garyon Conley. I am selfishly very, very happy outside of once a Raider, always a Raider. I'm going to have a good close friend of mine living in the Dallas area that's playing for the Cowboys. So, I love it, man. I get a chance to kick it with Garyon. We talked today. We were on the phone. And he's going to come on the show, you guys, very, very soon. He already said anytime. You already know. So we're going to bring him on and talk about his new contract, kind of beat him up a little bit about the Raiders, Cowboys. You know how that goes. But salute, man, to our brother, man. Once a Raider, always a Raider. Garyon Conley worked his ass off, man, to come back from that injury, to play for the Defenders in DC in the UFL, to becoming a Cowboy. And we know the work just started here, Wasted, right? Training camps coming up. They have Bland, they have Diggs, they have a shit ton of talent at the cornerback position. He knows it's a steep hill to make that roster, but we believe in our guy. And hopefully, man, God has it in his plans to have Garyon play in the NFL. But real quick, Garyon, you've been trying for 5+ years, I believe, to get back into the league, and here we are. So,
bro, you know what's funny, man? When we spoke to him, the thing, and we've been communicating with him over the the last year or two, and the thing that sticks out to me, man, is how solid of an individual he is, and how everybody tried to put that on him. Everybody tried to put how they felt. He was never going to come back. He was never going to make it. They put it on him, and he wasn't listening, bro. And see, that's the difference between a pro and a guy who's never made anything out of themselves, because you can't put your insecurities on them. They know what they have inside of them. You don't know what they have inside of them. That's why a lot of times, bro, I get uncomfortable when people get too critical of some of these athletes, because, you don't know what it takes to be a professional at anything, bro. And when you become a professional athlete, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of sacrifice that people take to get to that point. And you got to respect that at all times, even when they make mistakes, even when they don't play well. You got to respect the grind, bro. And that's the thing I respect the most, bro. So no matter how this thing ends up, man, I wish him the best. And I salute the Garyon, bro.
And more importantly, he pays it forward. He's with the youth every single day working on their games. The way I met Garyon, you guys may not even know. We reached out to each other. He was like, man, you got your sons? Let's meet at the park. Let's get a workout in. And that's how our relationship developed. He didn't have to do that. Now my son really believes he can make it to the NFL because he's now around players that have played in the league and one now that is back in the league. When I told my son right now he's playing for the Cowboys, he said, ugh. He was like, I'm proud of him, but ugh. I said, hey, man, our guy's back. And I said, but we get to hang out with him. And he was like, you're right. So I'm happy to, call Garyon a good friend of ours, good friend of the show. Congratulations to him once again. Salute to GA. We are going to talk about this right now. I hear Devante getting traded to like 7 different teams. Does that mean we get 7 players for him? GA, I love that you brought that up, okay? Because we both have a lot to talk about. Salute to Ira once again. I'm in here, son.
Yeah, that's right. Done, son.
Done, son. Ira. There's a lot to talk about. So for those who have not seen all these radical articles that have been hitting the net as of late with our team, there's been a few different connections here, okay? I'm going to read one, and then I'm going to hand off the second one to you, Wasted, okay? Because that was the article you sent me, the Albert Breer one, all right? And I have them all screen. I'll read them. I want to get your take on them first, but I'm going to read this real quick. Devante Adams connected to a trade that would create a Death Star offense. This is from Fansided. It's funny as hell. They use our thing, like Death Star, right? So there was a rumor that was created the other day, I wonder why, on Bleacher Report, okay? And it had Gary Davenport from Bleacher Report suggesting a potential trade with Devante Adams to the Los Angeles Rams. Now, don't get me wrong. In Sean McVay's offense, Devante will probably have 2,000 yards. But with Puka on a rookie deal and Cooper Kupp, one of the richest wide receivers in the league, why would the Rams trade a first-round pick, 2025, for Devante Adams' wasted talent? And I want to, after Devante has quadrupled down that he does not want to leave the Las Vegas Raiders. He wants to be a Raider. Mind you, this is a California team. He's from California, but he grew up a Raider fan. Why would they need him with Puka there? He's going to have a big deal coming up very, very soon because he's one of them ones, and you're paying Cooper all this bread. Make this make sense for me, Wasted.
Bro, it doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. The Rams, what are they going to trade him for? Like their looks? They've traded away so many picks over the last few years, bro. I'm not even sure. This is the first year that they've picked in the first round, taking Jared Verse in many, many moons, right?
And they wanted to trade up. That was another rumor real quick. They said they wanted to go get Brock Bowers.
Oh, yeah. I got it right here, right? Okay, but the thing is that, bro, one, it doesn't make financial sense, right? They're in a situation now where they're in salary cap hell right now. They're in salary cap hell. They have to make some tough decisions coming up with Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
There were a lot of players on his roster that they got to make some tough choices with.
Yeah.
Where the hell is all of this? Like, where you getting this money? How are you going to rebuild that team? Their window is kind of closed because, listen, man, Aaron Donald is no longer there. Aaron Donald retired. This is nasty, clickbaity work. And you know what? I'm going to call this man out by name, Albert Breer. Yo, you mother effer you. You got to stop with this, bro. This is the kind of thing that they do. They always try to attach drama to the Raiders all the time because it's easy. It ain't that easy no more, Albert Breer.
And we're an emotional fan base, Wasted.
Yeah, 1,000%.
So we're going to do this. We're going to do this and give Albert Breer even more clicks, even though this is our way of getting that off of us because we're pissed.
I'm pissed because, bro, how many fucking times does Devante Adams have to look into a camera and tell you that he don't want to go nowhere? He's happy where he is. How many times do people got to throw his name into? Is there another wide receiver that might want to get traded in this league?
Well, let me play devil's advocate, okay? I agree with you, but I can understand how somebody else, and salute to my brother Ant in the building. I'm about to play that video here shortly for everybody to see. You already put the bat signal up there. Ant, salute to my brother. If anybody needs any videography work, anything, any visual stuff, make sure you hit me up, man. I will get to my brother Ant. He is one of the best in the business. But I have to say this, as playing devil's advocate, these guys, it's clear that they know Devante is a competitor, right? If we don't win this year, and it's apparent he's getting up there in age. He's getting there closer and closer and closer to the end of his career. Albert Breer knows that Devante Adams is a competitor. He wants to win one before he leaves. It'd be more if he won one with us, the team that he grew up loving. But he understands that Devante wants to win a Super Bowl. He wants something else to add to, that resume going into the Hall of Fame and he'll be a first ballot type guy. So I understand why people use this because it's easy clickbaity shit that can bring us all in, but it also does make some sense. Devante's saying everything right. He is. He's saying, I want to be a Raider. And I believe that he's saying that. But if this season goes haywire, and this is what Albert Breer said, salute to our brother Wasted for bringing this up. He actually sent me this a little while ago. This is what he said on Sports Illustrated. I also believe that the roster is ways off, and the long-term quarterback for Pierce and first-time GM Tom Telesco is not on this roster. So there's a pretty logical scenario out there that where they will become sellers at the deadline. They would, at the very least, get calls on Crosby, which doesn't mean that they would trade him. He's still only 26 years old. So it'd be different than dealing Devante or Colton Miller, our star left tackle, but they would get to see his value in other teams. So he did this in a way, right, where he kind of saved face a little bit, right? He knew what he was doing because he knew that this was going to get us hyped up, get us amped up a little bit. But this is what these writers do, right? They put something out there, and if it happens, I told you so. If it doesn't happen, I never said it was going to happen. I'm just saying that people are going to start making calls. Well, there's a shit ton of other teams, Albert Breer in the NFL, that are way worse off than where we are right now, that have some star players on that team that you could be writing and talking about. You know what I mean? It makes no sense.
I know you're trying to be, the devil's advocate. I know you're trying to be professional, but let's take the media pundit hat off and let's put the Raider hat.
And Robert, I got you. I'm gonna answer that in 2 seconds, brother.
Let's put the Raider hat on. Just let's remove all of our professionalism. Graphk, this is stupid.
It's stupid.
This is plain old stupid. You know why? Because all right, the Raiders are in the business of winning football games, just like every other team in the National Football League. Why on God's green earth will you trade one of the best players to ever come into this organization in his prime? Yeah. For what? Yeah. For what? For that doesn't make any sense, right?
Ira,
and with Devante Adams.
Hold on, real quick. Ira, Wasted would love another 50, son. Definitely. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, appreciate that. But, brother, listen. So when you talk about Devante Adams, no, this is not the NBA, bro. NFL players go to situations that they're comfortable at, and what they do is they try to build. Just because the team is a ways off based off of what they think does not mean that's necessarily the case. All it takes is for Aiden O'Connell to throw 30 touchdowns and his defense to round into shape. Yeah. And then what do you have? You have a team that's at the top crust defensively. You have a team that has a myriad of talent all over the place. Every team in the National Football League are just a player or two and a coach or two off from winning. And the Raiders are very, very close, man. I'm not saying that because I'm a Raider. I'm saying that because if you look at our roster, there are not a lot of skill positional groups in the National Football League that is the equal to the Raiders. Yeah. Why are we so far off? Who says?
But it's because of the quarterback situation, Wasted, right? Look, we heard all the smoke, you guys. I've talked to plenty of people out there, Wasted as well, out there that covered OTAs, that's seen everything firsthand early on, in this process before training camp comes. The defense was absolutely dominant, Wasted. Absolutely dominant. Yes. But once again, it was without Devante Adams. It was without Colton Miller. There was no helmets. There was no pads on. So, but this defense is going to win us some football games. And I think that people are not giving us enough credit on the offensive side of the football. Yes, Luke Getsy is definitely a major question mark. Aiden O'Connell, definitely a major question mark. If Gardner Minshew wins the job, definitely a major question mark. The running game with Josh Jacobs gone now, all pro guy, running game is definitely in question. But when you have guys like a Jackson Powers Johnson that you get in the second round, it's going to be a bully for us on that offensive line. When you have Colton Miller coming back after rehabbing that shoulder injury, one of the best left tackles in the business. Yes, I'm saying that not only because he's a Raider, but he always goes under the radar because he's a Raider. He's one of the best left tackles in the game. You have Devante Adams. You have Jacoby, probably a wide receiver one on a few other teams, at least a high-end wide receiver two anywhere else outside of the Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals and a few other teams, right? But he is a high-end guy. Then you have Trey Tucker that I'm hearing right now is absolutely smoking shit. Like, bro, did you see his build? Put more weight on, muscles. Trey is in for a major season this year. So let them sleep on the offense. I understand why people can say, Devante, Devante doesn't play on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, for the first time in forever, we have a dominant defense that's going to win us some football games. And they're going to give the offense so many more opportunities to score. At some point, that offense is going to be forced, if they start off slow, to get it together. Because they're going to have plenty of opportunities this year, Wasted. I'm telling you, Jack Jones is going to have a big year this year. He's going to end up being one of the top corners in the NFL. Yeah. Promise you. Period. Then you have one of the greatest defensive lines in the NFL right now. So we have all the pieces, but there is question marks. You have to have a really good run game. You have to have a competent quarterback. There are a lot of you have to have a competent signal caller on the offensive side of the ball. There's some questions out there.
Bro, every team has question marks, right? Now, these are the two, and if you want to harken back to what I've been saying for weeks, the two biggest question marks on our offense besides our quarterback are Thayer Munford and Jackson Powers-Johnson. And I feel like if those are your two biggest question marks, you're in good damn shape.
Yeah.
Because Jackson Powers-Johnson is a rookie.
Yeah.
He's playing out of position as a rookie, right? So that's something that we can't poo-poo that, right? Then you have Thayer Munford, who to me looks like he has taken a step forward in his development. He goes against Max Crosby every day in practice. That means something, right?
Yes.
The only thing with Thayer Munford is people would say that Thayer Munford's skill set does not translate to the zone blocking scheme, right?
Yeah.
Translate more to a power blocker, right? But Thayer Munford, if you notice, has come into camp in incredible shape. Mm-hmm. He looks like he's moving a lot better, and I think Thayer Munford,
he's looking really good out there right now.
And I think Thayer Munford is gonna answer the bell. I really do. So if those two guys answer the bell, now what you have is you have a kid who learned two offenses as a rookie and did well, right? The one thing Aiden O'Connell is a hard worker, and he understands, how to run an offense. This is what I got from the kid. He's accurate. He has a strong arm. He doesn't have to go out there and beat Patrick Mahomes to win.
Never.
You know why? Because he has a Hall of Fame wide receiver to the right of him. Yeah. He has a Pro Bowl wide receiver to the left of him. He has a generational talent at tight end. He has another one that might be a generational talent as well.
Colton's never been a Pro Bowler, but he should have been. So I know what you're saying.
No, I'm not talking. I said, did I say left tackle? I meant wide receiver, bro.
Okay, my bad.
I meant wide receiver. I'm talking about
what you were. Okay. Either way.
So that's what I'm talking about offensively, right? So you have that, and then if that line is intact, then I don't see any good reason why this can't be a team that's a top 15 offense. If you got a top 15 offense and a top 5 defense, that equals the playoffs for me, brother.
And let's do this real quick, you guys. Let's get to the Max Crosby talk. Do you think for once this guy said he would potentially ask for a trade if Antonio Pierce wasn't our head coach? Do you think for once, especially watching Tom Telesco, never give up on Khalil Mack, never give up on Bosa out there, move Max Crosby at the deadline in year one of his job? Do you think that makes any sense, coming in and doing the Gruden thing and getting rid of our best player year one and force us into a whole rebuild? Does that make any sense? A guy that went to bat said, get me out of here if you get rid of AP. Potentially, get me out of here. You think that Tom Telesco will come in here and interfere with that?
Let me tell you something. Mark Davis will come down out of that booth and fire that man on the spot. Get the F out of here. Mark Davis knows that's the cornerstone of this damn organization. That's the one thing about Mark Davis. He doesn't meddle, but if he has to, he will.
Yeah.
Mark Davis, and I'm glad that people are starting to give Mark his credit, man. He deserves it. Like there was an article today, I don't know if you read it, where they were saying that the Raiders are a competent and good organization.
Yes.
And the ownership group is getting their flowers. Mark Davis deserves everything that he gets, bro. Because he's a damn good owner. He ain't letting nobody trade. Like, come on, bro. Like that's what owners own for. It's the same thing back in New England when Belichick's ego got a little bit beside itself. Yo, Robert Kraft said, "You're not trading Tommy." Yeah. The F is wrong with you.
And it's malpractice if you get rid of Max Crosby. But the thing is this, and I think this is what he was trying to allude to, Wasted, right? Is if you potentially trade Max, you pick up a bunch of draft capital, some future first, and then you can go identify the quarterback position. You cannot replace a player like Max Crosby. He's not only a football player, he's a leader off the field, locker room, all across the board. This dude, you cannot, we've said it since day one. That's one player. I understand the Devante shit. I get it. I understand it. Even Colton Miller, me and you, I think were the first people to flirt with the idea of potentially packaging him up to go get a quarterback in this last year's draft, right? Because think of it like this.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, because Munford can play left tackle. And let's just say We just drafted Glaze, and let's just say he gets it right, or Dalton Wagner figures it out. Either way, I'm okay. I want to keep Kolton Miller, but if it takes to move off from him to get some draft capital to potentially get your quarterback in the future, I'm cool with that. Max is off the table. Once they mention Max, when I seen Devante, I'm like, okay, clickbait. This is what they're doing. This is the sexy thing to do right now in the media is write these false articles, go out here and say Devante this, Devante that. When I see Max, it was just like I don't even want to even like.
Yeah,
I really don't.
This is a fantasy, bro. Matt Crosby is a transformative piece, and that I haven't seen since Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
like real rap. And I'm not just blowing smoke because I'm a Raider fan. I haven't seen a defensive player transform an organization this way since Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Do you understand what that means? He has a culture tables. There have been many great defensive players that have been in this league since Ray. There have been guys like Julius Peppers. There have been all kinds of guys, right? You got Chris Jones, Aaron Donald. But let me tell you something. The first thing people talk about in every press conference, from coaches to advisors to the owner to the GM, players, is Max.
Yeah.
Rookies coming in is Max. That's what everyone talks about. He's the guy who sets the culture of this new rebuild for the Raiders. There's no way he's going anywhere. He will retire a Raider. I guarantee it.
But you know what, man? Albert Breer has put out some great content in his illustrious career. Albert Breer has been one of those ones that he's been a great source for football content. I'm more irritated with the people that claim to be Raider writers or people that are fans of this that entertain this foolishness. Entertain this bullshit. We're not going to put any names on it because we're not going to do that. You know what I mean? They know who they are. There's plenty of them. We can just have to go. We have to go down the line with this shit. Stop entertaining it. If Devante has said it out of his mouth multiple times, he's not going anywhere. He wants to be ready. Why keep writing these stupid false flagged articles and continue to try to get the nation stirred up? People always ask why we're so toxic and why we're so, why the DC thing went the way it went, right? And this and that. What was the reason the Pac and Biggie shit happened? Wasted?
The media.
The media. It wasn't real. It was the fucking media.
Most problems in life are imaginary.
Yes.
Narratives shape wars. Like, have you ever seen the movie Wag the Dog?
Yes. Yes.
This is propaganda started and actually got America into World War II.
Yes.
Propaganda, right? Propaganda is huge, man. There was a
we're not going to compare the two, you guys. We're just saying.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, right? Yeah. Propaganda is a large reason why wars start, right? Not to get too in depth, but there's a reason why it used to be against the law for the news to not report propaganda. Now that burden of proof is gone. Now the media could just report. That's why you notice that the climate of America has changed, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I want people that claim that they're Raider fans that write and this and that. Stop doing that.
Yeah. Salute to Ira with another.
What a bang. Oh, my God.
Salute to my brother and the GOAT himself. Hug D's on Gifting 5 OLV Raider Nation Network membership. Salute to my brother, man. I appreciate you. Rick Glenn, yes, this 2024 team is better than last year's team. Salute to you on a $5 donation. Salute to Stan King. What's y'all favorite play scheme from first down to third in short with our current backfield? What y'all looking to see to develop right away? Stan King said, what's y'all favorite play scheming from first down to third in short?
Whoa.
Elaborate on that, Stan.
Yeah, like what's the down and distance? Where are we at on the top, that side of the field?
Elaborate on that, Stan, and we got you, brother. I promise you. I want to get your answer or your question answered, brother, but you got to elaborate a little bit on that. Salute to S. Dot. The hell are you guys talking about? The biggest question mark is Saloon Doors, Andres Pete at left tackle. Yikes, totally suspect.
Yeah, but bro, he's not going to start. If Andres Pete starts, then we're in trouble. We know this. So, like, we're talking about the penciled in starters. But bro, at the end of the day, right? When we start talking about all of this stuff, stop parading yourself around as some Raider fan and just parade yourself around as a media pundit.
Yeah.
Because if you're willing to just go out there and throw out false narratives just to get clickbait, bro, then stop. Like, and I say that to content creators too, bro.
Yeah.
Cut that shit out, bro. Like, you got to have some kind of loyalty
Be
to this
responsible,
organization.
man.
Be responsible. Have some kind of loyalty to this organization, this fan base, bro. I'm getting tired of this, man. There has to be some rules in this shit, man.
Yeah. And now it's time to put our foot down in this shit. Salute to Hug. Bro, this whole team is fired up and ready to grind. They all been told to follow Max's grind. These fools in the media went from politics to football. Salute to my guy, Hug. And M. Raider, I love that you said this, right? Because, once again, your starting left tackle is not out there. Some of your starters on the offensive line aren't out there. Your best wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers in the game, was not out there during OTAs. They're going to struggle in a new system. There's continuity on the defensive side of the ball. Patrick Graham is year 3, in his tenure here with us. Max, the only thing that you really added to this defense, is truly is the Pro Bowler and Christian Wilkins. I mean, that's it. You pretty much are going off of what you had last year, building off of what you did. And then you went and got some guys that, trust and believe in the draft that may play some type of role at some point, Richardson and Tommy Eichenberg and so on and so forth. But yes, there's no reason to stress out about hearing Aiden and Gardner Minshew may be struggling. I've seen a few picks were thrown. I think Richardson and Devonshire came up with one. I know Jacorian Bennett came up with a few. That's good news, man. Your young guys are out there getting some reps and getting their hands on the football. That builds confidence, Wasted. That gets your young pups excited and be like, I can't wait to play football when this shit matters. Salute to my guy Marco in the building, man. That's my guy. Once again, Ira, the GOAT. We appreciate you, brother, as always. I love this because the other day he came up on my show and lost his absolute mind. So Wasted deserves this. After especially putting on a great show yesterday with Sanjit. Salute to Ira.
Thank you, Ira, for supporting the channel, keeping the lights on over here, man. For real, man.
Yes, man. Salute to the Mokes. How much better is Luke Getsy's offense versus Josh McDaniels' offense? Are we really going to make a run? Raiders, we don't know. The Mokes, we don't know because that offense failed without Tom Brady, Josh McDaniels, right? And then without him, it was non-existent. We couldn't run the football. We couldn't throw the football. We couldn't do anything. In Getsy's scheme, at least these last few years, they didn't have a quarterback that could run how we wanted it to run, but they ran the football effectively. They still had a 1,300-yard wide receiver in DJ Moore last season. Cole Kmet started showing signs of a superstar in the making. So I'm going to go Luke Getsy. Now, if you put Tom Brady in that system, I'm going JMJ. I mean, JMD.
Nah, Josh McDaniels won Super Bowls with his offense, bro.
No, with Tom Brady at the helm. Wasted.
Yeah. I mean, listen, bro, at the end of the day, it's not like he went to the playoffs with other quarterbacks. They won 10 games with Matt Castle. Like, and I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Listen, the problem with Luke Getsy, bro, at this point is that he's in a situation where he has to really, really, really show and prove, because I'm of the estimation that if Luke Getsy is a dumpster fire, you can't even keep him through 1 year. Yeah. Because this is a team that needs to prove that they can win now in Las Vegas. This is a team and Antonio Pierce where he had this thing going in the right direction. They have to really, really prove that they can win. And if they don't have the right offensive coordinator here, they have to go seek that. Because Sanjit said something yesterday, man, and I don't want to steal his thought, but I tend to agree with what he said. I never looked at it like this. Offensive coordinators are almost more important than the quarterbacks. Because if you look at it, Andy Reid without Patrick Mahomes was in the Super Bowl. Andy Reid's always been a perennial winner with Donovan McNabb, Kevin Cobb, all these people, right? But how does Patrick Mahomes look without the development under Andy Reid's thumb? How does Brock Purdy look without Kyle Shanahan? How does the Rams look without Sean McVay? And the thing that the Raiders need to seek is the next guy like that. Now, Luke Getsy comes from that tree, but if he's an absolute dumpster fire, if he can't simplify things, if he can't relate to these guys in a real way where we can see it's tangible, they need to move on and grab the next young mind and bring him in. That's almost even more important than finding the quarterback, because you can have a transformative offensive mind that can come and take a very pedestrian quarterback and win. Oh, my God. Ira with the bang, bro. Appreciate you, my brother.
Hold on. Oh, shit. Salute to Ira. Ways to remind them how to get that gifted membership. Lot left on a bang Zoom. Salute to Ira. I'm going to put that up on the
Bang Zoom, Ira.
Is it possible to merge Wasted and yours to one chat? Now, we see one chat, Chris. You guys see two different ones because, well, you got to be on one channel. We see one. on the back end of things on StreamYard. So it's not possible, brother. We wish we could have you guys all in one chat. That'd be phenomenal, but it don't work that way because we both have separate channels. Salute to you on the $5. Salute to Stan. My bad. Thinking about how many tight end sets we might see early in the season. Okay, salute to Stan. No, it's all good, brother. We were just trying to figure out what it was that you meant, man. You know what I mean? Salute to Stan, one of my guys over here in the chat. Salute to Ira, man, my dog. We appreciate you, brother, as always. You guys, hey, Ira.
Appreciate you, Ira, man.
So
Zoom.
Because of Ira, I want to do something real quick, you guys. You know, we have a pretty good amount of people in the chat real quick. You guys mind if I show you guys this new intro? Ira, you know, look, you doing your thing. You know, you blessing the channel. We would love to give you guys a quick. You mind wasting if I show this real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
I want to see what you guys think of this real quick because I haven't even really gotten an opportunity to see it like that. So let me see. Share screen. Boom. Let me see. What is this one on? Salute to everybody here in the building, y'all. As always. Okay, there we go. Father's Day. All right. Let me see if this shit leather. Let me see if this shit's leather, y'all. Can you see this right here, bro?
Oh, yes.
All right. Let me see if I can. Let me see what this looks like. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Ooh. Straight to the point. Everybody kept saying the one that we have right now, the one I have right now is too long and so on and so forth. 35, 40 seconds, quick shit, get straight to it.
It's just, you know what it is, man? I just want to hear some hip-hop elements, man. The Home Depot music is running its course.
Yeah.
It's run its course, man. The Home Depot music is running its course. But I'm going to be honest with you. I love it, man. I mean, images are crisp, short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that shit is hard, bro. Real shit.
And with my back, bro, it was very difficult to jump on that field goal post. I'm letting y'all know right now. For the love of the game, y'all. For the love of the game. I had to climb up a damn field goal post to get that look with some flip-flops on and my socks up to my kneecaps. But salute to you, Wasted. I appreciate you, brother. MC Raider says, Graphk, this intro fits you. No disrespect. The last one was commercial. This is you, bro. I love it. I love it. And salute once again to our brother Chuck. He put on he just sent great stuff to us. I just, every season we got to reinvent. We got to do something different.
Oh, no. Chuck is the man, man. We love Chuck, man.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Let me see. He said, Graphk, climb and pose. Hey, yo.
Wow. The F are you doing, Graphk? You know what? I'm mad at myself that I didn't, realize what this man just said, man. Graphk, that might be the worst pause of the year right now.
Bro, I said climbing. I said field goal post. I said field goal post. I didn't say pole.
Bro.
See, man, you don't, let's not get on this conversation we had the other day. I can definitely cook this whole shit. We'll have to wrap this show. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, if I said what Wasted said the other day on the phone, the Home Depot music gonna be on in 2 seconds.
Bro, I don't even know what you're even talking about, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I will put my hand on any religious book you want. And swear that didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about, Yana. You can't take me to court, bro.
It's funny that Ant said he gave me a boost when he's lying. He was in a parking lot 100 yards away with the drone flying over me, and he's only 5'1", little short bastard. Salute to Ant. You giving me a boost, bro?
I mean, you only weigh about 50 pounds.
Yo, Ira is losing his ever-loving
mind. Wow, Ira, thank you, my brother. Yeah, listen, the Wasted merch is coming, man. I'm just trying to farm some things out because I don't want to get hit. I got a lot of really good ideas and I want to make it Raider centric, but there's stuff that when I upload it looks too close to things that are copywritten. So I'm just I'm farming it all out right now. I don't want it to get taken down because they will hit you on what's it called again, Graphk? I'm sorry, man.
What?
The clothing thing that we use.
I forgot. Calm down right now, bro, because you didn't know what the fuck you was talking about. You see that shit pop up next to your shoulder?
Yeah, get the F out of here.
That's hilarious, bro. Salute to the markets. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
Not Spotify. Shopify.
Yeah, man. Salute to DeMarcus. But Wasted, what do you know about that mob music vibes? You already know. See, he knows mob deep. We know mob figures, DeMarcus. See, rest in peace to the Jack. Salute to DeMarcus in the building. Let me get these supers in real quick before we get back to the show. Salute to everybody. Thank you guys for the kind words. Once again, salute to my brother Ant. If you guys want some visual work done, make sure you reach out to me. I will get you guys to my brother Aspen. I'm telling you, creative. My dude is doing massive things. And also, he is my brother that I own the hot sauce with. So there you have it. So we're keeping it in the family, man. I missed one super. Salute to Ben. I know he put one up here somewhere. Damn, I can't. There we go. Salute to Ben. We'll be ready to roll. Costa Mesa. And I love that you said that. I love that he brought that up. Because for those who are wondering, you guys, these are the dates to keep an eye on moving forward, okay? July 21st, rookies report to Raider training camp. July 23rd, veterans report to Raiders training camp. August 1st, Hall of Fame game, Texans and Bears. That's interesting. CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams. You're not going to see Stroud. But August 10th, Raiders' first preseason game, Minnesota Vikings. August 17th, Dallas Cowboys' second preseason game. August 23rd, which I will be out there against the Niners. Final preseason game, August 23rd. August 27th, prior to 1 p.m. Pacific time, teams must reduce active rosters to maximum of 53 players. So around the end of August, we're going to start seeing this roster really take shape. August 28th, practice squads can be established with a maximum of 16 players, 17 players, and one player qualifies as an international player, which is David Agoa. And then, we can continue to go, home opener, all that, blah, blah, blah. But that's the offseason activities going forward for our Raiders. Once again, salute to JJ. Wasted need to make a bang Zoom intro. Factory.
Yo, it's a lot of things. Yo, this season, bro, I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. We've been talking about this a lot. You guys are going to see some things, man. We trying to take this thing to a whole nother level this year.
Yeah,
a whole nother level this year, man. Yeah, you guys are going to see it in real time, man. We're working behind the scenes like crazy this year. Yeah, I want to ask you something, bro. Not to go too far off, right? When you look at this roster, man, what are the things that concern you? Because I know we give a lot of hopium at times, man. But what is the thing that concerns you the most, man?
I mean, we talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, realistically, man, can Getsy get it done on the offensive side of the ball? You know what I mean? Like, can this run game get going with this? There's a lot of question marks in that running back room, bro. Can Zeus continue to do what he did last year in a different scheme? Remember, he did this in Josh McDaniels' offense, technically. You know what I mean? Can he do this in Getsy's scheme? Can Alex Madison be the guy to come in and take some reps if Zeus struggles? You know what I'm saying? Like, the offensive side of the ball is where the question marks are, and it all lies to me with Luke Getsy. Can he bring the best out of Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell? You know what I mean? I just got to say, I know that sounds like a broad answer, but I have to say the offensive side of the ball. Defense, there's no question marks at all. Barring any health issues, that defense is going to be phenomenal. You know what I mean? But if I had to say outside of just a complete offense, it's easy to say the quarterback position, right? I mean, but to be honest, even if you have a bad quarterback, let's just say you have a bad quarterback, you got to be able to run the football. And I don't know if this run game can make up for the deficiencies that these quarterbacks may have, if that makes any sense.
No, I totally agree. The thing about the running game for me, though, I think Zamir White is a pitch count running back. They need to stay focused on committing to the run. And that's the one thing with Luke Getsy that I wonder about. Is he going to stay committed? Because he kind of started to abandon the run a lot in Chicago. You know what I mean? And then he doesn't have the kind of quarterback where he can make up for that like he did with, you know what I'm saying? Like he did with his quarterback in Chicago. When I think about the Getsy offense, man, I look back to the game where he started a third string quarterback in Tyler Bagent, and it looked pretty damn good. They beat us.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't really worry about Zamir White if they give him enough carries. I worry more so about the fact that
he's not a pitch count guy. He's definitely not a pitch count guy. You got to give him the ball. You got to give him the ball.
Yeah, you got to give him the ball. You got to give him at least 20 carries a game. I wonder about that. They have to stay committed to the run. My biggest concern is, does Luke Getsy have the intestinal fortitude to stick with a plan and adjust when need be, but don't abandon the run too fast. Yeah. Don't try to be too complicated. Some people say he's like the Paul Gunther of offensive coordinators, and that worries me.
Yeah, me too. Salute to Jeremy Chuggs. I know this probably ain't our guy, Salute to my bro, though. He's asked if we're going to go to training camp. There has not been an answer to a lot of the questions in the nation yet, Jeremy, about are fans available to go? Is it open to the public? I'm hearing a lot of rumors and rumblings of potentially just season ticket holders. But I know that they're trying to get a few things squared away before we do hit training camp, because they do want to make it open to the public. So if it is open, I may fly out to LA. I definitely would love to go out there, hit the OC, you know what I mean? And I got family out there and stuff. So definitely, if it's open to the public, you may see me out there. I don't know, Wasted, because his busy schedule out there on the East Coast, but I probably will be out there. Salute to Jeremy.
Yeah, listen, I'll tap in. The thing is this though, are they going to allow us, bro? Because it's not looking that way. Like, the Raiders have become a premium brand now. Yeah. If you've noticed, the Raiders have left the Walmart and Target ranks, and they've gone all the way up to North.
That is our brother Chugs too. Salute to Chugs.
Chugs, what's up, you big burrito back looking one? Chugs, what up, man?
Little case filled up with bars of soap, bastard.
Oh my God, Chugs, you look like a shaved hamster.
Yo, salute to our brother Chugs, man. Salute to the big Valboski. Salute, gents. Salute, nation. Regarding Getsy, I believe the unsung hero this year that no one is talking about will be Marvin Lewis. I feel his mentorship will elevate Getsy and the yo. I mean, do you think that he's going to have too much to do with that? I don't know if Marvin Lewis is really going to have his hands on. Yeah. I mean,
Marvin Lewis is there really to coach the coach. Yeah, Marvin Lewis is there to develop Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce, listen, let's be honest. Now, we talk about question marks. There's a question mark there. We don't question what kind of man Antonio Pierce is. We don't question what kind of leader he is. But what we question is that the technical ability to be a head coach, knowing when to call timeouts, things of that nature. And he looked like he did pretty well last year.
But I'm saying that way to say he's a defensive-minded guy. So I don't know why he would have his hands really in the pot in terms of Getsy. Salute to Big Valboski, but this guy has been a linebackers coach, defensive side of the ball. Like, he's been a head coach for Cincinnati. Don't get me wrong, 15 plus years. But this guy is a defensive-minded guy. He's there to
make about just that though. Like Tom Coughlin, right? Tom Coughlin is an offensive guy, right? But if you're a good head coach, that translates. You know what I mean? Bill Parcells, defensive guy. Freaking Bill Belichick, defensive guy. And I'm going down that tree, right? But that knowing how to coach is what we're getting at. The schemes and stuff are what they are, right? But it's how to structure your practice, how to get more out of your guys, when to lean off, when, that kind of stuff, man. I think those are the things that guys like Marvin Lewis, guys that have been there before and done it at a high level, Tom Coughlin coming into the building. These are the things that this young coaching staff needs. They need experience. Yeah. They need experience. And people don't realize how vital that is to these young coaches. If you look back on any Super Bowl team, there's always a guy there that was some grizzled old guy, was a part of a winning culture, and they come in there and they help from time to time, man. Yeah, they really.
No. That's no shade. I'm not trying to knock Marvin for not. I'm just saying he's a defensive-minded guy. I think that, like you said, he's coming in to make sure that AP is successful. You know what I mean? And he's also there to make sure that defense takes the next step this upcoming season. Like, simple and plain. I just don't know how much Marvin is going to have to do with anything on the offensive side of the ball. I think that AP is saying, Getsy, run that. And mind you guys, Tom Coughlin is still in and out of that organization. He's still, helping AP every step of the way as well, just like Marvin Lewis. So maybe AP says, hey, Tom Coughlin. If Big Valboski said Tom Coughlin, I can see that, because, like you said, offensive-minded guy, right? Mm-hmm. Then him and Getsy can lean on each other. I just think that Marvin is such a great defensive-minded guy that I don't see him really having any stake in the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, not from a schematic standpoint, but I think from structure, how to run the practice, like things, those little nuanced things that as fans and as pundits that are not inside the building, we don't look at. But there's certain little gems that he can pass along. I think experience is the best teacher. You can pass a gem along that's pertinent to what you're doing on any side of the football if you've been successful and ran an organization at the level Marvin Lewis has. Marvin Lewis was pretty much the GM in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Like this guy has run an organization from top to bottom. So I think that there's always some tangible you can get from a Marvin Lewis.
No, definitely. Like I said, that's no knock on Marvin. I just know he's a defensive-minded guy. Salute to 10 Commandments. I want to give a shout-out to the Raider coaches, allowing the defense to cook. Do you remember when Kuntz got yelled at by McDaniels during a QB drill? Hey, 10 Commandments, do you remember when Gruden yelled at Max Crosby about batting balls down with Derek Carr in the building in Oakland? It's happened before too, right? Yeah. But I agree with you. Do you remember? Oh, there you go. But he said at the end of it, I pretty much just finished his super, man. I didn't even read it all. But salute to 10 Commandments. Yes, they're letting these guys play football. I love it, man. You don't want to make any of your players feel less than by going out there and giving more, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah,
you know
man.
I mean?
You got to lean into what's working, man.
Yeah.
You got to lean into what's working, man. I get tired of coaches that come into an organization.
Oh, and Joe Philbin. I forgot that we got Joe Philbin on the offensive side of the ball helping us as well.
And that's another well-respected guy, too.
Yeah. Salute to Matt on that. Yes.
Yo, I love it. But, I love coaches that allow their team to be great. No matter what side of the football is on, they allow their team to be great. There have been a lot of teams, man, throughout this league who've had a coach that's supposedly an offensive or defensive coach, and he comes into a building where you have a juggernaut offense. And you got to be smart enough just to let them do what they do so you can get some wins instead of letting your ego get in the way. I think John Gruden did that. I think Josh McDaniels definitely did it. He let his ego take him out of a lot of wins for this organization. Now, I saw something in the chat, Graphk, and I wanted to kind of harken at this to get into some more football stuff, right? Somebody was just saying how Tom Telesco passed on, drafting a running back. He let Josh Jacobs walk, and he brought in Alexander Madison and all of this stuff. And the one thing that we got to look at, and this is just from my standpoint, is that the one thing I love about Tom Telesco is he's allowing guys to develop. You have to allow your homegrown talent to develop. So for him not bringing in a running back that's a real challenge to Zamir White, I have no problem with it. Because guess what? One of the easiest things to find in this league is a damn running back.
Yeah.
Let Zamir White cook, man.
I agree. Salute to Jerry. He said, Chug said, waste his head like a used eraser.
Yo, Chugs. Yo, Chugs, yo. That's crazy, bro.
Salute to our brother Chugs. Hey, Raider for life. I will be in Vegas the 13th covering the Pac-12, whatever they got going on at Allegiant Stadium and some other stuff. But if I'm back in time by the 18th, definitely DM me. I'll hit up Mitch too. We'll get together. We could definitely have a drink. Salute to Raider for life. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you make it out here. Hopefully I'm around. If so, definitely let's get up and get a drink. But I got to put that back up on there.
That's crazy, man. Hey, Chugs, man, you look like a baked potato.
Yo, that shit is hilarious, bro. Salute to the chat. One thing we haven't even said yet today, you guys, do us a favor. Wipe them feet. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button. Man. Hit them thumbs up, you guys. It definitely helps us remain in the algorithm and all that good stuff. So salute to everybody here in the building. He said, bro, a used eraser, bro.
Yo, that is insane, bro. Yo, Chugs, man. Yo, we got to get the roast session going back, man. I mean, you could actually be the actual roast. You know what I'm saying? But, we got to get this thing going.
Chugs is built like Paul Bearer.
Yo, you stupid. Yo, Chugs, man.
A whole ass yam. Damn, Chugs. See, Chugs, you should have left it with the used eraser, man.
Yeah, Chugs. See, now it's terrible, yo.
You know what, bro? We got to do a 2-on-2 live show. We got to get Chugs and Mitch on, and me and Wasted, and just let us cook. Bro, they didn't. hey, Wasted. You know, these some suburb kids. They didn't grow up in these barbershops that we grew up.
They don't understand, bro. Chugs,
they don't know nothing about that, man.
Hey, Chugs got the gout.
Yo, Chugs like a kneecap with fluid in it.
Oh my. Yeah, that's stupid, bro. Yo, Chugs, man, stop. Yo, Chugs, don't do it to yourself, bro.
Yo, Chugs look just like Max's knee after that KC game and shit.
Yo, my God, bro.
Salute to the chat.
Shoes, yo. He's stupid. Yo, Chugs, that's my dog, man.
Yo, Chugs is that's my brother. And once you meet him in real life, bro, he's just such the coolest dude in the world. I swear to God, bro. Chugs
he does look surprisingly like an Ewok. Yeah, he looked just like a shaved Ewok.
Yeah, motherfucker like Otis on WWE and shit.
Stupid, yo.
Yeah. Salute to everybody here in the building, y'all. You already know what time it is, man. Get some questions in. We're about an hour in. We're not done yet, you guys. We want to just give our piece and our take, on all this craziness, man, that's going on in the nation in terms of these articles that are being written about our team, our best players, potentially all of them on the damn trade block at this point, right? It's just nasty work. And salute to Chugs. He said, I don't want to know about Wasted Barber. Reason he always got them hats on. Hey, Chugs.
Doppler radar, Chugs. Listen, don't worry. You know what's funny? Is one or two things that's about to happen, bro. I'm either going to shave it all off or I'm going to Turkey. Yo, I'm going to be looking like Nori pretty soon, bro. Yeah.
Nah, but Chugs though, like real shit, like it's funny because hold on, bro. I was trying to do something. Damn, bro. I was trying to bring this other article up. Nah, but Chugs, like real shit, bro. If you ever get an opportunity to be around Wasted in real life, dog, I swear to God. Swear to God.
See, now here you go.
Bro, Chugs.
It is not that
ever watched one of the most greatest shows ever. Wasted has the James Evans haircut.
Grab, yo, he glazed.
Okay, hey, you know what?
It ain't that.
Hey, Wasted. Prove me wrong. Take your hat off.
Nah. I'm the LL Cool J.
Bro, Wasted's hairline looks like a spinning top.
Bro, Graph, I know you not talking, Graph. You look like a living thumb. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking Mega Mind and shit, bro.
I swear though, bro. Yeah, like Wasted really has a whole NASCAR circuit.
Bro, you know what's some bullshit, yo? Because I can't control the chat. I can't pull up the pictures of you. See, that shit is weak right there, bro. I see how it is. Roast session, me versus you, Mitch, and Chugs. How about that? What, you're my effing team.
Yo, salute to everybody here.
Gargamel looking motherfucker.
Diabolical Graph is in the building. Oh, we just having so fun. He said
listen,
my man's got a cul-de-sac.
Oh, yeah. Yo, listen. Hey, somebody pull up a picture of Gargamel for me.
Yo, he's stupid, bro. Let me see. Hey, Sarah, I don't have no hair. I have none. So, fresh baldy over here. You know what I mean? Only a chosen few can pull that off. And clearly Wasted can't because he ain't cut that.
Oh no, I can pull it off. I just don't. I have more hair. I don't need to do that. Only thing I need to do is just, go get my nori on. You know what I'm saying? Just get my nori on, bro. That's all.
Oh, hey, the nori is nasty.
Bro, I'm gonna get my nori on, bro. I'm gonna be up here like Damba Menge.
Yo, Nori pulled up to work the other day with a whole new set of hair.
Yo, that's what I'm gonna do to you, bro. I'm gonna have Lego hair. I'm telling you right now.
Nah, bro. Hey, bring me one back, bro. Bring me one back, bro. Yo, let me say, Wasted with the comb over, more money, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Telling y'all, bro, the Sherman Hemsley, yo.
Get them questions in, you guys, before we get out of here, man. We want to get you guys involved as much as possible in the show. You guys know we're one of the most interactive shows on YouTube in terms of the Raiders, man. So get some questions in. Let's have some fun. Salute to my guy, Marcos. Not a question, but who remembers when the Raiders went to Canada for that preseason game and had to play on an 80-yard? What year was that?
Bro, that was in the 90s, bro. That was a long time ago.
I remember it, but I don't remember what year, and I don't remember who we played.
Bro, it was a long time ago, bro. Was that year we played? It wasn't Green Bay because we played Green Bay in the preseason. What was that, bro?
Let me see. I'm gonna look that up real quick. I gotta see that Raiders playing in Canada. I forgot when the hell that was. It was the Packers game.
It was the Packers, yeah.
In Winnipeg.
Look at that, man. Wasted with the knowledge. It just
I mean it happened
1998. Bro, that's crazy that I actually that shit was wow, bro.
I mean, bro, you were 48 years old, bro. When I hope you remember that shit, bro. It was just yesterday. Come on.
Relax, yo. Come on, yo.
Nah, salute to 209, man. Bro was reported. I seen that. But I love that we stood pat right there. I love that. You know what's so funny, man? The NFL's a dirty game, Wasted, right? Because the Rams tried to trade up, right, to go get
Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers. Well, I had two things mixed up because I'm gonna go to the next segment, right? So they couldn't. They tried to offer the 19th, the 52nd, and then they took our guy, Florida State defensive tackle, right, in the second round instead. And they acted like their whole plan was to always reunite him and Jared Verse. Did you see the call? We got you guys together. It was the plan. It was like, no, it wasn't. You were planning to move that pick to go get Brock Bowers, bro. Like, it's so funny, man, how this shit works. But I wouldn't have did that. Brock Bowers was the best player available. Like, why pick up an additional second-round pick when you have a talent like Brock Bowers there available at 13?
Look, if you can look back to Tom Telesco's history as the Rams GM, his superpower was drafting first-round picks and knocking them out of the park. Mm-hmm. He's not the greatest in the middle rounds, mm-hmm. but he definitely knows how to draft blue-chip talent. Now,
UDFAs as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, you look at the Raiders, right? He came into a situation where he has a bunch of superstars. So now you just need him to add to that, right? And he's been doing that. He's going out on free agency. He's done well. And I think Tom Telesco has been held back by the management of the Chargers, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the main reasons why they've kind of given Jim Harbaugh the keys to the castle, because they understand that they don't know what they're doing.
Salute to S. Dot too. He said I look like powder with a beard.
Oh no,
S. Dot, you son of a bitch! I'm so mad I can't see what you look like because, bro, we be over here cooking. But Rob, fuck you, the meathead of Shillmore. But I have to say this because you did put up a super earlier and I didn't answer your question. Living in Texas, I thought it was a sin being from California listening to country music. I moved out here. My brother Ant put me up on it. Bro, I am a country music aficionado now, bro. I love country music. Love it. Like if you go look at my Apple Music, a bunch of country music. I love it because rap music is terrible these days.
Bro, if you listen, bro, let me tell you something, bro. If you come out with some Old Town Road shit, bro, come on, you gonna fuck up our friendship, bro. Tell you right now, bro.
Okay, well, look, take your hat off. I won't listen to country music no more.
You know what I want you to do, bro? You kiss my ass. Don't try to press me. Don't try to press me.
Hey, you put our friendship on the line for country music. Salute the Raiders. MG's, man, what is Coupon Tom doing with that cap space? He's chilling. No way.
Bro, you guys got to understand something. We have 11 starters on this team that are on rookie deals. They have to replenish these guys, bro. One of us laugh like me. Nah, but in all seriousness, yo, you have to think more abstract than that. It's not like he's in this job for 1 year. I know we live and die with the team every single year, right? But he's looking down the line because he wants to be the GM in 5 or 6 years. So you have to plan out like that financially. You got guys like Nate Hobbs who are going to need a deal. He's rookie deal, right? You got Jack Jones, rookie deal. You have some integral parts of this team that need to get paid, bro. And where's that cap space coming from? I think one of the problems with the Raiders back in the day is that they were cash poor and they were always trying to put butts in the seat. Right now, we have the cornerstones of our team signed and locked up, and we don't really have to move until we need to.
Yeah. But salute to Stan, though. Appreciate you on a $5 donation. Let me see.
This I got the Derek White. Y'all stupid, yo.
Turn into a whole just complete roast session for a whole nother hour and shit like that. Let me see. There was something else I wanted to ask you though. But regarding the salary cap, you know, we've talked about this a million times. There's no real reason to rush. Like Wasted said, that was the best way to summarize this was Tom Telesco 5-6 years down the line still wants the job, right? So he knows that he needs to have some money to be able to shape this roster, put this thing together the right way. He doesn't want to just ship off draft capital just to do so. He knows that you have to be able to draft to build a team the right way, to have some sustainable success. So at the end of the day, man, he's doing it the right way. The thing is,
some of these guys got to earn their contracts too, Graham. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yo, some of these guys have not really earned the money they're probably going to look for, right? No. To us as Raider fans, we're like, oh, we got to keep this guy. This is a make or break year. Some of these guys got to go out there in the field and put it on tape. Yeah. I think the one guy, if you're going to jump the line and sign is Malcolm Kuntz, because he seems to be a special pass rusher, right? And if you sign him now, his deal ending will line up with the time if Tyree Wilson is the goods.
Said, yep.
They were intertwined with each other, and you make that decision accordingly. Now, if Tyree Wilson doesn't rounded to the kind of player that we think he can be, then now you still have Kuntz and you keep that dynamic duo of Max Crosby and Kuntz together. So I think Kuntz is the guy. And I think if you want to get out ahead of the Jack Jones situation, you might want to do that. But other than that, I will wait.
You can't right now. Actually, you realistically, you can't.
Yeah, I forgot the way Jack Jones is contract. You can't.
So next year we can put some money to the side and take care of Jack Jones, depending on the way what kind of year he has. But you're right. I think the only guy at this point that you can even look at in terms of giving a real big extension is Malcolm Kuntz. Now you could look at Devon Diablo. You're not going to have to pay him a shit ton of money. You could bring him back for the cheap. Robert Spillane's not going to cost a lot of money. We talked about this. The linebacker position is the new running back position. These guys are not getting paid a shit ton of money. So I would probably operate under the assumption of let's get Malcolm Kuntz out the way, even though we have Tyree here. Let's take care of our linebacking core, bring these two guys back, for the cheap. And then we'll see what kind of year Nate Hobbs has. If he can stay healthy, then because at the end of the day, if you're bringing back Nate Hobbs, he's gonna be paid nicely. He's gonna get some nice money. But he has to show that he can stay healthy. He has to show more in coverage. He can't just be a guy that plays the run well. We need more than that. And then Merrick has to have a big year. Like safety is becoming one of those forgotten positions at this point. And some of these guys, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like safety is becoming one of these positions where, what do you mean, bro? That's been said a million times.
Well, bro, it depends on what kind of safety you're talking about. Now, you're talking about a rock safety, but if you're talking about a safety that does it all, those guys are blue chip players who do get paid.
Why is Justin Simmons a free agent right now?
Well, because the Denver Broncos they're in salary cap hell.
Why is anybody else paid Justin Simmons?
Right now?
He's a top 3, top 5 safety in the NFL now.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think it's timing, right? I don't think that is a forgotten position, right? You got guys like a couple years ago, Jamal Adams getting the bag, right? Mm-hmm. You got guys like Javon Holland that gets the bag, right? You have
not yet. Holland's definitely gonna get the bag though.
Well, but I'm just saying. So it depends on what safety we're talking about here, right? Now, if he's,
but you said it yourself, Jamal. That's why it's a lost position because you paid all that big money and left all that draft capital on a table to go pay Jamal Adams, who's been asked.
All right, so let's put up some facts here.
Jesse Bates got paid a shit ton of money and looked good out there in Atlanta last year.
All right. So safety. We're gonna go to safeties. I'm gonna go on SpotTrack.com, right? And we're going to look at the way some of these guys are getting paid, right? Like, so you got Xavier McKinney, right?
I got Brock. I got Brock.
So Xavier McKinney is getting paid. It is a total contract value of $67 million.
That happened this year.
Yo, he had $23 million guaranteed at signing, right? Mm-hmm.
And where did he go?
He's on the New York Giants, right? So, he's on the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Right? Chauncey Gardner-Johnson went to the Eagles, $27 million. Darnell Savage.
How many years?
3 years.
Okay. That's not big time money.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's in context, right? He's getting paid, bro.
He's getting paid, but that's not big time. Jesse Bates got paid top-notch money.
Yeah, but bro, this is the thing, bro. Like, so you're talking about a couple of years ago, bro. We're looking at total value right here, right? Xavier McKinney's number one right now. Yeah. Bro, that's big money, man. $67 million. That's big money, bro. To the top of the line guys are still getting paid.
But there's certain teams wasted that takes care of the defensive side of the ball. Green Bay is always one of them. They're always going to take care of the defensive side of the ball. They've always paid. Historically, they've paid safeties. I'm just saying when you look across the NFL, like a lot of guys, these safeties aren't getting paid what they used to get paid. Bro, to see Justin Simmons on the open market right now, knowing that his spot track is only, what was it? I forgot. Was it $11 million, $11.9 million, somewhere along the lines? That's insane to me, bro. Like, he's one of the best safety. I don't give a shit if he's 30, whatever now. Like, bro, he's a phenomenal player.
Bro, see, this is the thing about that. There's a lot of times where you see a player twisting in a win like that. And he's a clean player too, as far as injuries goes. There has to be something else in play there, right? So, like, I'll give you an example. We were all talking about Xavier Howard. Why is this guy still out there? What the hell's going on, right?
I mean,
and then you find out
sending dick pics to kids and shit.
Well, that's not what he did. But what he did was he sent the kid's mom. The kid is not a kid; he's a teenager. But he sent a teenager illicit pictures of his mother, which is terrible too, right? So it's
but wasn't it him doing something to the mother?
I don't know, but they said it was illicit pictures of his mom from what I read, right? So either which way, that's a terrible human being right there, right? That's not a guy you really want in your organization. So we got to look deeper into the Justice Simmons thing, because to me, you look at certain teams, right? The teams like the Steelers, right? They went out there and they prioritized the safety on their team. You can't necessarily say that, bro. There are some teams that prioritize, especially defense first teams like the Raiders. The Raiders are going to have to pay, man, because you need a safety to make this thing work with Patrick Graham. You definitely,
bro. I would pay Merrick that kind of money. I would pay him the money that Gardner Johnson got with Philadelphia. That's fine. I'm okay with paying him roughly $9 million a season. That's not bad. Go look at Jesse Bates' contract right now, real quick.
And I'm pulling it up right now.
Atlanta paid him a shit ton of money, and I wanted to bring him in, but then I'm like, why are a lot of these safeties just still lingering around? Like Jesse Bates is a phenomenal talent. He went down to Atlanta, wasn't he? He was an All-Pro this year.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, for guys that play that well and not, when I say forgotten wasted, maybe that was the wrong word.
Yeah, I think it's always the wrong word.
No, but fuck you. But what I'm saying is, though, like, right, when we agreed the linebacker position is the new running back position, right?
Yes. Yes.
No, but when we say linebacker is the new running back position, it's like, that's what I mean. Safety is like one of those forgotten positions.
Bro, I think every position in football besides defensive end, quarterback, and left tackles are, I think that's what it is. I think because quarterbacks are getting so much money, and it's getting to the point for me that I think quarterbacks should have their own salary cap designation. It's getting like, the money is getting stupid when you start hearing about some of the numbers that they put up for a guy like a guy like Dak Prescott, right? And then you can take the numbers, right, and it's all these numbers, and they can say, "Oh, Dak Prescott is theoretically better than Patrick Mahomes and all this other shit." And people actually say stupid shit. Statistically, he's better than this guy and that guy. And like we're supposed to just believe that this guy's never won anything. Our eyes are not showing us what we're seeing. Yeah. It was the same thing with DC. Oh, Derek Carr's the top. They always put up some record that he broke, or some class that he joined that he don't belong in. Like, oh, he threw, he's one of him and Dan Marino and all these guys. And it's like, bro, where the fucking wins at, bro? Because at the end of the day, I don't care about any of that. There's a lot of guys in this league, bro, who win football games who aren't statistically the best guys in the world.
Let me ask you about the safety. Do you think a lot of this is coming from the fact that a lot of these collegiate players come into the NFL and the safeties they transition them into linebackers? Because we're starting to see now that these linebackers kind of have to be, they have to be able to play the run and play the pass. Do you think that may be a lot, like look at Devon Diablo, converted safety from at the collegiate level? A lot of these guys, Tanner Muse, I mean, I know he wasn't successful, but they converted him from safety to linebacker. Do you think that's a reason why some of these guys are being, left out in terms of the big time money?
I think a lot of it's where you start too, right? Because you have a lot of guys who are always at the top crust of the heap because they were high draft picks, right? You don't see safeties getting taken in the top 10 anymore, right? When they're coming to the league, a lot of these guys are getting taken in the third, fourth round, right? So they're not prioritized by the organization. A lot of times when you draft, like, give you an example, back in the day, a guy like Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was a blue chip stud talent, was taken very, very high. He was paid and compensated very, very well. Jamal Adams was taken at the top people to draft, and that's why he's made an absurd amount of money for the amount of production that he hasn't really had in the National Football League. They were calling him the president and all this shit when he came out of LSU, and you see how overpaid Jamal Adams has been.
But wasted. I love this because now I can say that you proved my stance right. Like, bro, you just said, look, I'm looking right now. The first safety off the board went number 50, went at 48 in the second round. Or no, 47, Tyler Nubin, my guy out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean by forgotten position.
Well, no, that's because
you're going up watching safeties going to top 10. We see that.
But see, this is the thing, though. It depends on the year, bro. This was not a great safety class. And we haven't had one in a long time. But when you have a guy that warrants that level of draft compensation, he gets drafted, like Mika Fitzpatrick and guys like that. So this is just not that year. But other years, when you have guys that are those complete players, they're going to get paid handsomely. I just think that what's happening in the National Football League is that the quarterback market is getting so robust, and it's outpacing the rest of the roster. So you're paying a quarterback, like Dak Prescott is asking for $50 million a year. So if you got like you know what I'm saying? So you got one player, you essentially have one player being 30% of your salary cap.
Yeah.
And I think it's a trickle-down effect. It's trickle-down economics, man.
And then these wide receivers are getting 20+ million a season as well. Some of them even 30.
I mean, Jonathan Abram is a guy we drafted high. He's a first-round pick, bro. So you can't really say it. All depends on the year and how stupid the organization
what's
is.
one word to describe Jonathan Abram? Forgotten. Yes, Wasted. Prove me right.
That F out of here. You're wrong as you always are.
Salute to my guy, Maine, and salute to the Fire Bo Jackson jersey. I had that same one on the other day. It was like a triple XL that I got from Wasted's closet. Does IU
hey, grappling like Gallagher?
Watermelon,
bitch.
Yo,
like some fruit.
Does IU get traded? So Money made, and once again, fuck you, Wasted. I say no. I say that they allow him to walk next year in free agency. I think at the end of the day, they went and drafted his replacement. They got the young kid out of Florida. He's going to be a dog. I seen him put up that video about, they don't want me, man. And blah, blah, blah. I believe it was Adam Schefter, one of those refuted that they just said that wasn't true. Yeah. That the Niners do want him back. It just depends on how much money it's going to take for them to bring him in. So I don't think he's going to be traded. If they were going to trade him, they could have got some draft. They could have got some draft capital this last. From the rumors, Money Man, they were trying to move Debo, not Ayuk. You know what I mean? What quarterback do you think we can get next year? Look, I'm focused on the guys we have now. I don't even want to go that far yet. Dak Sanders, no. I'm cool. What games are you pulling up to this season? At this point, me and Wasted talked about Tampa Bay, potentially Baltimore, even though that's early on in the season. We'll look at a game or two in Vegas at some point, and then I know I'm going to New Orleans. And breakout player this year, go ahead, Wasted. Who's your breakout player?
It depends. Are you talking about a sleeper or a guy that we're dependent on? Look, man, I think
it's Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, I was saying I think Aiden O'Connell, man. Look, and I know, a lot of people will say, "Yo, man, you just being a dumb Raider fan and you're not using your brain." But Aiden O'Connell, there's really nothing as far as peripheral stuff, right? Stuff that is not intrinsic. Mm-hmm. He has, everything peripherally. He has a number one receiver. He's not coming into this, throwing to, Flotsam and Jetsam. He has a running back that's physical that can get him yards and short yardage.
But there you go. That might be your answer right there, Zeus.
You know what I'm saying? My breakout player, bro, to be honest with you, if you talk about a sleeper though, bro, look, I'm going to be 100% real with you, bro. I think it's Thayer Munford, bro. I think Thayer Munford might start flying at the top of the crust of the league. I have a lot of faith in Thayer Munford. A lot of people don't like Thayer Munford, bro. I think Thayer Munford can have a Pro Bowl season, man. So
sleepers, that's a great one. If you're going to go sleeper, I'm going to say this, you guys. I think Jack Jones becomes a superstar this year. I do.
Jack Jones is to me is not a sleeper. That's the most. I don't think he's a sleeper, bro. I think Jack Jones, bro, is a guy that he's gonna emerge. It's almost like in the NBA when Rajon Rondo got in the situation he got in. He had a lot of issues coming out of Kentucky, right? There were a lot of people thought he was emerging. As soon as you saw Rajon Rondo, you knew this is going to be different. The way Jack Jones plays the game and how free he is, that's something that most players in the National Football League struggle with, especially at corner, letting themselves go and making those athletic instincts. It's just when you see stuff like that, bro, and I saw that from Max Crosby too. I think that's the worst kept secret in the league. That guy's a star.
You know what though, Money Man, let me add on to that. One player that I hope becomes a breakout player this year, because it's a needy position right now, is Jacorian Bennett. I hope he's the guy. Because I think we're set at every position, right? You look at Epps, you look at Merrick, our safety room is intact with Trey Taylor and Palomar and those guys right there behind them, ready to go. The defensive line is phenomenal. I think Tyree's going to take that turn this upcoming season as well. But I'm hoping and praying it's Jacorian Bennett, because that's the biggest question mark outside of, and I'm not talking about the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, the biggest question mark to me is that cornerback 2 spot. I'm hoping it's Jacorian Bennett. I think if the linebacking core can stay healthy this year, Spillane, Devon Diablo, Tommy Eichenberg, Luke Masterson, they're going to be good. I think we're going to be all right at the linebacker room. But I'm hoping and praying Jacorian Bennett is the guy.
There's a guy that no one's talking about that I think is going to do well, and he's going to have at least 6 to 7 sacks this year. Janarius Robinson, bro.
Do you think that he can have, I don't even want to say a Malcolm Kuntz year?
No, because he's not that level. Like, he is a guy.
How is he in the field wasted? All those guys we have, bro. Like, does he even get a true amount of reps to make that kind of production?
Yeah, I do, because I know Patrick Graham and the way that he does things, he's going to keep that defensive line fresh. He always uses so many
definitely different looks
and stuff like that. I think our defense is going to be so dominant. You're going to have guys, I think they're going to keep more defensive linemen than people realize.
Question for you, Wasted. Do you think at some point, we keep talking about this NASCAR package, do you see a package of 4 pass rushers and no defensive tackle, just a clear passing down? Do you see Max, Robinson, Tyree, and Malcolm Kuntz out there together?
Yeah, because Tyree is essentially a defensive tackle. He has the size and the strength and the power of a defensive lineman. He learned how to use his hands. That was why I love the way they developed him.
Yeah.
You're going to see that package because Tyree Wilson is a more athletically gifted Justin Tuck. When they used to run out with the Giants, Justin Tuck was the defensive tackle. Right? And I think that was the guy I compared Tyree Wilson to, was Tuck. Look, man, I could see that happening 100 times out of 100, man. Yes, definitely.
I love it. Salute to Money Man on the $5 donation, and salute for the great questions. Salute to everybody here in the building. DeMarcus says Crosby, Robinson, Kuntz, Wilson. And to be real with you, Webb, we can still add another pass rusher. And I'm going to be honest, like I've said this. I know we've talked about a few names. Carl Lawson is a guy that I would love to bring in. I would love to bring him in because that's a guy that could potentially give you 5 to 7 sacks a season. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a guy that's performed at a high level before, and then it's just been kind of down. And he's a physical specimen, Wasted.
Yeah, I love Carl Lawson. But the thing about Carl Lawson is he is a guy who needs to be paid a certain.
No, hell no. I mean, bro, this isn't the Carl Lawson you're getting coming out of Auburn. This is not the same guy. This is a guy that fell out of favor with the Jets last year. Realistically, hardly even seen the field. And don't get me wrong, they had one of the greatest defensive lines in the NFL.
Bro,
but
this guy has earned a career earnings of $37 million, bro. His average base salary.
He was a first-round pick.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
bro, he's not essentially Cleve Farrell. Go ahead. Bro,
this is the thing. He's a guy who's been productive in the National Football League as Cleve Farrell. Like, this is a guy who had a contract for 3 years, $45 million, average salary of $15 million. I don't see Carl Lawson coming here for less than $8 million, right? And for our team, to me, that's a little too rich for my blood. To be honest with you, as a pass rusher.
Let me see something. I want to see market value. I want to see. There's no way, bro. The way he fell out of favor last year in that defense, there's no way I could see Carl Lawson even looking at that type of money. Career average per year, $6 million a season.
Yeah, but we're looking. You're talking about the career average because they're averaging in his rookie contract, right? But if you look at when he was in the money with the Jets, 2021 and 23, 3 years, $45 million, average salary of $15 million, $1 million signing bonus, bro.
Where is the market value? Why did it make it so difficult now to find this shit?
Because the market value is fluid, right? So it's like, what's really the market value, right? What's really the market value?
I'm trying to look right now to see if I can even. They have.
So let's look at some other free agents that are commiserate to what kind of player he is. That's kind of how you get the market value, right? So positions. Let's go to defensive ends, right? So where would you red circle Carl Lawson?
It looks like $5 million is Spot Track's number right now to bring in the Carl Lawson.
Right. So let me ask you a question, right? So Spot Track is always, they're not always right on time, right? So if I'm Carl Lawson and I was just getting paid all that, I'm gonna hold out for as much money as possible, right? I'm gonna hold out to get on the field as much as possible. Coming to the Raiders, he's not gonna see the field as much as he would probably need to rebuild his career, right? So when you start talking about, guys like Jonathan Greenard, guys like Leonard Williams, right? Because these guys are defensive tackles and edges. So right, Donnell Hunter. $49 million, right?
Can't mention these guys in capacity with Carl Lawson.
No, but bro, I'm going down the list, bro. Let me cook it, bro. We going down, right? So when we start getting into Carl Lawson country, right? You start getting into the Bilal Nichols. He was a defensive tackle, right? But I'm talking about that kind of money. Danico Archery. You start getting into that kind of place. The Leonard Floyds of the world. These guys are making, $20 million, man. I mean, Jadeveon Clowney has probably been a better player, but he's a little more longer in the tooth, right? So even if you go down to an AJ Espinoza, right? He's making $6 million a year, bro.
Yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is this.
Would you think Carl Lawson's a better player than AJ?
AJ, my bad.
But Bud Dupree's been hurt, right? Bud Dupree's a guy who's
AJ. I don't know. I think they're kind of like around the same player.
All right, so
Carl Lawson's never had over 10 sacks in his career, ever. The most he's ever had is 8.5 his rookie season with Cincinnati in 2017. He did have 7 2 years ago with the Jets, but he's never had over 10 sacks wasted.
All right, so my thing is, so he's in that 17 to 20 area, right? The Marcus Davenports of the world, the Malcolm Roaches of the world, the Shaquille Barretts of the world, the Jerome Bakers of the world, right? These are guys that they're not just they're all, they're edges, but they all play different positions, right? But I put up edge rushers, right? Okay. So it all depends, man. So it depends on what kind of team he's going to. Now, I think Carl Lawson is a good enough player where he's going to pick the situation that's best for him to get on the field, and the Raiders are not that. Yeah. Right. And I think
agreed. That's the first thing you said right in this whole conversation.
Listen, Graphk, I have to educate you once again, right? So when you start talking about Carl Lawson, if he goes to a bad football team, because it's looking like if he does get picked up, it'll be to a bad team, right? Yeah. Because he's trying to get paid, man. He's still young.
You can get the Bilal Nichols treatment, right? Go to Arizona, that type of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then that contract looks about $8 million, bro. $9 million.
What did he get, brother? He got what, seven per? Bilal Nichols, like 7.5, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and this is a guy that really wasn't as productive as Carl Lawson.
It was.
Yeah, he was ass.
Asparagus.
Yeah, man.
What I'm saying is, I don't have it. I like the idea of Janorius, but I think you're on to something with Robinson having a good season this year. But you're right about the Carl Lawson. He may want to go somewhere.
Always right. Thank you. Applaud me. Bang zoom.
He'll take a 1-year deal somewhere where he'll try to show his worth and get one more massive contract before he gets out of here, right? I mean, at the end of the day. But I mean, I don't know, man. We shall see. But either way, I would love to bring in Carl Lawson. I would love to bring him in, even over Yannick, because Yannick, that foot injury scares me, and Yannick can't play the run at all. You know what I mean? He's just a one-dimensional ass pass rusher.
Yeah, and see, but that would be the kind of guy, if you could bring, Yannick Ngakoue in, $3-4 million, that'd be the perfect player to bring in with this team, right? Because if you bring that guy in, when you talk about pass rush, because he can rush the passer with his hand in the ground and standing up. So if you bring him in pass rushing downs, third and long, stuff like that, that's the kind of guy that you won't have to worry about having him in the run, right? You don't have to worry about him really defending the run. I just think, man, with the Raiders, man, we don't really need to. I think we need to add other places, man.
I agree. I'm just stating that when you watch teams game plan against us, Wasted, right? Who do they not run towards? They never run towards Max Crosby. He's one of the least targeted in the run game pass rushers in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So when you have a guy like Yannick that's so weak in the run game on the opposite side, all they're going to do is run left.
Well, they did that when he was here.
Yeah,
they did that. He was here. They did that to him in Indianapolis. They ran to him. I forgot, it was some crazy. I knew it was nasty work when he only had like 17 tackles or some shit. When was it? Let me pull his numbers up.
Why you do that, Money Man? You that's a lot. Salute to Money Man. Hey, my dog said I'm getting my money's worth with my super chats. I ain't even mad at you, bro. Raiders making the playoffs. Look, I am a very, very optimistic Raider fan. I want to say this. If anything, we may be sniffing at a wild card. You know what I mean? I would love to sneak into the playoffs and potentially make some noise. I'll say this. We're going to be in the hunt, okay? Mayer, Bowers, more yards. I'm going with Brock Bowers, even though he's a rookie. I just think he's that dynamic. I think he's going to be all across the board, H-back, slot guy, tight end. I just have him putting out more production than Michael Mayer.
Damn, it's nasty work, bro.
What?
Yo, when Yannick was with us, man, he played 17 games, right? He had a total of 28 tackles, 17 solo tackles, and 11 assists. He had 10 sacks, but yo, from a defensive end to have fucking 28 tackles, bro, that's nasty, bro. And you put that and then the next year in Indianapolis, 29 tackles in 15 games. last year, 13 games he played, he had 22 tackles, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why we moved on from him and brought in Chandler Jones, thinking that we were going to have one of the ones on the opposite of Max. You know what I'm saying? Like Yannick was absolutely terrible in the run game.
You know, my man had 13 solo tackles and 4 sacks all season last year, bro. Like you have some.
He broke his foot and he missed a lot of time.
Well, what are you talking about? Last year,
Yannick
played 13 games last year, bro.
He missed 4 games.
Yeah, but 13 games, you only had fucking 13 tackles. You have games where like Max Crosby had like 11 tackles, bro. like you know what I'm saying? Like
when did Montez Sweat come over there? Because remember, he had no sparring partner as an edge rusher. When he came over late in the season, remember? At the deadline, remember? Didn't he come over come in the later season?
Yeah, but bro, dog, who cares, man? I'm talking about tackles, not sacks. Tackles. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I agree with you on what you're saying. All I'm stating is that defensive line did not turn up until they got Montez Sweat over there.
Yeah, well, yeah, but bro, within context though, all season, like some people say tackles are overrated stat, and I beg to differ, man, because that is the workman stat of actually a football, bro, defensive football. That is the workman stat right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, whether that you're able to get after the quarterback or not, man. If you're up in the defensive line, what are you doing up there? If you're not, bringing a ball carrier down.
Wasted at the end of the day, if you're not a guy that can set the edge as a pass rusher and get to the quarterback, you are disposable. There's a reason why Yannick has been all over the place. There's a reason why Carl Lawson really has. Well, I ain't gonna say Carl Lawson because he's pretty good in the run, but he's dealt with some injuries as well. I'm gonna take him out of this.
Bro, Max Crosby had 56 solo tackles. Bro.
Yeah, bro, it's nasty. It's nasty, bro. Max is one of the ones. And money man. I got Max having a bigger year than Wilkins. I think Wilkins will have a big year, but I think that Max is going to have the bigger year because of Christian Wilkins. So there you have. And how many seasons does AP get? I think you give him 3 or 4 seasons. I do.
I think if Antonio Pierce can make it to the playoffs within the next 2 years, I think he'll be our coach for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Hey, Snoop,
I really do.
I love this shit. Yannick is a target for your running back.
No, he is. They ran at him. There were some crazy numbers, but they ran at him, bro.
Yeah,
they ran at him purposefully, bro.
Hey, you know what's so crazy, Wasted? We go from a guy in Cleveland Furrow that can play the run game but not get to the quarterback. Then you bring in Yannick, that guy that can get to the quarterback but can't play the run game.
Yeah, and it's sad because Cleveland Furrow was just overdrafted.
He was, but he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just stating the obvious that remember man, he plays the run really well, but he could never get to the quarterback.
Yeah, man. But you know the thing is, Cleveland Farrell, if you take him in the 2nd or the 3rd round, like he probably should have been drafted, he's still on this team. And that's the sad part about it. Draft position means everything. What contract you get down the line, the kind of investment the team makes in you is very, very. It's nasty work sometimes, bro.
Marvin, I would say Justin Jefferson, but that quarterback situation is very sketchy. It looks like Sam Darnold may be the starter out there because it looks like the young Michigan kid's not going to be ready to go. JJ McCarthy, all signs are signaling that Sam Darnold may be the starter there. So I'm going to go with Jamar Chase. I think that he's going to, I think he's safe to be one of those number 1 guys. If you go running back, wide receiver, just depending, you got to go either one of those guys as your first pick. I'm going to say Jamar Chase. Damn,
yeah, Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase, or Stephon Diggs down there with, Stephon Diggs is a guy that's been very, very productive. And he's going down there with CJ Stroud, man. Listen, man. Look, I think they're going to turn up down there with Houston, man. I really do, man. I think you got to really, really, really start focusing in on those guys, man.
I wouldn't take Diggs until the mid rounds in fantasy football.
You talk about sleepers, right?
No, not sleepers. Just who are you taking first?
But bro, look, this is the thing. You gotta.
From our team. He meant from our team.
All right, yeah, I got you, Marv. But this is the thing. When you talk about fantasy football, bro, you have to project who the next guy is going to be, right? So with Justin Jefferson, this is a guy that, he's probably going to get his 1,200 yards, but I don't think he's going to be as impactful because he's going to have to play with a rookie and he's playing with a pedestrian quarterback, right? So you got to take that into consideration.
You're over. Take this block.
Wait, what? I'm not even looking, man. What even happened?
He said, go do a Texan show.
Hey.
Go take this block. But yeah, no, Steam T. That's what I think. Diggs is going to be a second, third wide receiver out there. Like I don't see him as the number one option out there.
What?
Bro, I don't.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Just
bro, he already has familiarity with the other two guys that he has, with Tank Dell and who was the other kid that he has that they just read up. They just gave a nice little deal.
I forget the kid's name, but whatever, bro. Get the F out of here, bro.
But Marvin, if I had to choose, if you put defense in there as well, I mean, it's clear cut. It's Max Crosby, and then first it's going to be Devante Adams. I mean, those are only your two options. Nico Collins, he's a baller. He's a baller. I don't think that Diggs is going to be that guy this year at all. I think that he lost a step last year. I think that Buffalo moved on from him. I think that Diggs thinks that he still has it like he once did, and he doesn't. There's a reason why Keon Coleman is wide receiver one now up there in Buffalo, because Diggs, he lost a step.
I think you're wrong.
Okay. Hey, you know what? The Texans can be great this year. Don't get me wrong, but they brought in a guy, an aging running back. They brought in an aging wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, you have a very young football team. You have to have a mixture, like a heterogeneous mixture of older and younger players to try to make things work. Diggs is still a number one, bro. Now, look, if you're going to take one player, it's CMC, right? But
how the fuck did I not? Oh yeah, Christian McCaffrey, clear. But my Raiderdom will not allow me to take a Niner.
Yeah, bro. I mean, let's just be for real. And I think a guy, if he stays healthy, is going to have a huge year this year. Is going to be Saquon Barkley too. I think Saquon Barkley with that Eagles line and Jalen Hurts and the way that they call plays and stuff, I think Saquon Barkley is going to have he's going to have a tremendous year.
And the great thing about Philly, Wasted, you're onto something, is because what they're going to do, they're not just going to run him ragged. They have a great run game in terms of him and Jalen Hurts, right? And then they have a slew of weapons on the outside that they can throw.
So what are you going to do in third and short?
Poison.
Like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? That's a team right there. If Jalen Hurts can pass somewhere near the 70% range, that's a team that can really threaten to go to a Super Bowl. The Eagles are loaded, man.
Definitely. We got to get out of here when we talking about other shit that ain't got nothing to do with our team.
Yeah. No, I was about to send you the text message.
Yeah. Hello to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys, as always, for pulling up on us. Salute to the chat, the greatest chat in YouTube history. Make sure you wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button on both channels. I'm trying to get to 30K. Waste is on his way to 15. We need y'all help. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Definitely help us run those numbers up. Salute to everybody, man, that contributed to the chat today. Super,
non-super, all these guys.
It doesn't even matter. We just appreciate you guys for bringing that A game to the chat. And other than that, man, you got anything to say on the way out?
Man, I just want to say thank you to everybody who supports us, watch us, donates to the channels. It helps move everything along, man. I'm glad, to be along for this ride, bro, because you guys are phenomenal, man. Thank you, everybody.
There you go. Once again, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. OakLosVegas.com. Go get you some drip. PlanetRaiders.com. We're going to start uploading more stuff over there. I promise you guys, stuff is on the way. We've been busy with real life and all that, but we're going to start populating the channel again, the website. So stay tuned for that. And Any Given Sunday sauce now available on Amazon. Go get you a bottle, hit the review, leave a review. We'll do a video on it and all that good stuff. Other than that, man, we out of here. One.
That's what I'm talking about.